Hey everyone, Pastor Mike here from the Core and Time of Grace. I've been wrestling with some really good questions from our church family at our most recent question and answer Sunday. And this question is really short, but really important for all of us. A person encouraged me to explain how grief, joy, and faith work together. How do grief, joy, and faith work together? I said that's an important question because you, if you're a person of faith, are going to have to wrestle with that. The Bible is really clear that joy is the goal of the Christian life. In Philippians 4, the Apostle Paul said, "Rejoice always." And he wrote it as a guy who was sitting in prison, dealing with drama in his church, trying to help two sisters in the faith who were fighting, trying to deal with false teachers who had false motives, and yet he encouraged joy. He talked about rejoicing always, even in difficult times, even because of difficult times. And you're going to go through difficult times. You're going to wrestle with grief. And whenever we lose something, we grieve. You might lose a spouse. You might miscarry and lose a child. You might suddenly lose your job. You might lose an opportunity. You might get in an accident and lose like your hopes and dreams for your future. So all of us will lose things in this life. We will grieve. So how do joy and faith fit into that? Here's my most concise answer that I can give. It comes from James chapter 1. He says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." You see the connection between the three? You're going to face trials of many kinds, loss, grief, yet you can still have pure joy because the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Practically in my life, I think of it this way, that the sufferings that I go through, the things that I lose, force me to run back to the thing that I can't lose, to God. And God brings me joy. When I think about that, someone sends me a critical email or I mess something up and like, man, the day just isn't what I want it to be. I take a deep breath and I remember, but God is here. And the God who makes me so happy, who loves me and accepts me, who will never leave me or forsake me, the God who has made the same promise to you, like that gives my heart happiness and joy. It doesn't mean I don't weep. It doesn't mean there aren't really difficult days. It doesn't mean that if you lose someone and you're at the funeral, you're going to be dancing in the aisle. No, you will still grieve. And yet deep down your faith will give you this joy that God is still there. King David in Psalm 23 said, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." So his faith in God's presence produced incredible joy even as he was grieving. And I hope that God opens your eyes to see how great he is, how close he is to you in life, that even in the tough times you can smile and you can rejoice. Hope that helps you as you go through this difficult life, and I hope you have a great day.